A search to track down missing money in the Queen City. Tens of thousands of dollars are unaccounted for after what started as a minor traffic inconvenience on Sunset Road yesterday morning. But a warning tonight, that free payday could land some Charlotte neighbors in jail. Good Friday evening to you. I'm Brian Blakely.
And I'm Alicia Barnes. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. Well, about $100,000 was actually stolen when that back door of the armored truck unexpectedly just opened up, sending a crate of cash all across the roadway. Queen City News reporter Daniel Pierce tonight live at CMPD headquarters in Uptown. Daniel, this is the big story that everybody is talking about, and you're learning more about the legal situation that people could be facing if they made off with a few bucks in yesterday's cash grab.
Yeah, and in fact, law enforcement have a variety of video sources to look through that captured the number of people that seized this opportunity. We're talking about security cameras at businesses as well as social media videos that have been posted online. And looking at the legal aspect of this, the charges that these people could face could vary depending on how much money they're caught having gotten away with. It's a scene you'd expect to be written by a Hollywood type and play out on the big screen. Not here on Sunset Boulevard, but real life can be stranger than fiction.
Armored truck spilling over with thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the street. It's like a movie scene.
CMPD has confirmed Thursday morning a malfunction on a Garda-World armored cash in transit truck led to the back doors opening, spilling cash on the road, leaving bystanders just enough time to snag a few bucks. Well, $100,000 worth.
The actual amount is astonishing.
We introduced you to Rod Cook Thursday, just hours after the incident. He works at Trimmers and saw the pandemonious dash for the cash. Friday, we went back to ask what he thought of just how much was taken so quickly.
I didn't think it would be that much, but I do realize that depending on the increments of money, $100,000 could probably be carried off with two hands. Especially if it was $100 bills.
You did not intend on giving it back because you didn't show back up to the location to bring it back.
Queen City News chief legal analyst Khalif Rhodes says a case like this can be pretty cut and dry. The extent of the charges, though, that depends. For an amount lower than $100,000, you're looking at a misdemeanor. Anything above could land you a Class H felony charge.
Yeah, so there's not big silver crates sitting in the middle of the highway or the street on a normal basis. So that would be the first red flag. And then you got to ask yourself, do I know or should I have known that this is like an unusual situation? Money's just not laying around in the middle of the street in bags, tied up in marked, containers.
While Cook has a story to tell his clients, he's left reiterating the same message from Thursday.
And if you did get that money, you should turn it in. Then, if you got it, give it back.
Now, CMPD has not been able to tell us exactly how many people of interest are looking for in this case. And today I reached back out to the security company that I reached out to yesterday. They said that they were only going to provide us with the statement. They would not answer any of our questions about what their internal investigation has uncovered so far. Live in Uptown, Daniel Pierce, Queen City News.